Hello everybody, I am back with another set of rocks to cut. I believe the majority of these are from the Helibin mountain range area, but there's a couple exceptions in here, so let's walk through these real quick. We'll start with the first exception. So this one is a weathered rock from the Verde River. It's tumbled a little bit. So this is from that area called Sheep Crossing, or the Sheep Bridge. The old bridge that goes over the Verde River. Actually, I think they knocked down the old bridge and they built a newer one. It's a footbridge. So I just kind of want to cut this one, see what the full pattern looks like on the inside. And let's take a look at this next exception. So this is a chunk of agate from up near Payson, a place they call Agate Mountain. You can see a little bit of banding, and then you see some crystals in here. Might be amethyst, a little purple in there. So just kind of wanted to cut it in half and see what that pattern looked like. If it's thick enough, once I cut it and I can get a slab and it's good, maybe I can make a cab or two out of that chunk. All right, the rest of these are probably Helibin mountain range. So let's just walk through them real quick. All right, so this one's got a quartz crystal pocket, some banded agate around it. I can see some botryoidal formations in here. All right, so I want to cut this one back here behind this, parallel to this open face. And some more bots here. So maybe there's some tubes or some moss or plumes or something on the inside of this one. So we'll see. Okay, then this, all right, it's got some banded agate showing. I can see a pretty good sized fracture right here on that corner. So probably cut just on that side of that fracture. Hopefully just on that side of the face, that open face. Let's see if we can get a full pattern out of that cut. And I got a, I'm not sure if that's going to be quartz or banded agate or a little bit of both. Again, another fracture here, so maybe I'll cut across this way through that thick section. We'll see. And then another flat nodule here. This one appears to be hollow. How much of it is hollow, I'm not sure. So I don't know, maybe I'll cut him kind of diagonal. We'll see. Alright. I can see some agate up here, but this looks like it might be a different material, so maybe the agate's just in this section, right through here. So, I don't know, maybe I'll cut him diagonal. It's that hollow one. Alright, I can see a little bit of banded agate showing here. Again, I'm not sure about this one, so we'll just cut him in half and see. A little bit of banding showing there. Got some bots up above that. Probably cut him that way. Ooh, decent looking egg here. Nodule. See some banding showing. So I might cut him that way. Alright, so this is just a weathered chunk here. It's got some banding showing on either side. Looks like I might have a cool pattern. Probably just cut him right down that center and we'll see how it comes out. All right, again, it's got some windows showing some banding. Not sure how to cut this. He's got windows all over the place. All right, looks like I'm gonna have to cut through one of those windows. Maybe I'll cut him through here, dissecting that window. All right. So that's what we're gonna cut today. So let's get these off to the saw, get them cut, and I will be right back and we'll see what's on the inside of these. All right, everybody, I'm back from the saw. Let's walk through these cuts real quick and see what we ended up with. All right, this first guy turned out to be, all right, some quartz with some kind of chalcedony around it. Look closely. It's like little tubes almost. It's pretty cool looking. I don't know. Could be a face polish candidate. All right, next up. All right. Let's see if this guy had anything. All right, mostly post rock, a little bit of blue-gray agate, some white and gray clear agate. Got an orb here. Lots of little fractures. All right. Next up. So this guy had a little bit of stuff showing on either side, cutting down the middle. Let's see, is that paid off? Whoops. All right. It's kind of like I thought, mostly agate centralized at the top. You got kind of a moss section at the bottom. It's not too bad, actually. I mean, it might have some minor pitting, but it looks pretty good. That might look nice polished. Different looking. All right, that's pretty cool. All right, next up. So this guy had some weathered banding showing. And the weathered banding looks a lot nicer than the interior banding. All right, I don't know, tumbler maybe? Okay, next up. All right, okay. It's a banded agate with those little orbs or platelets, whatever you want to call them. Mostly a translucent agate. Got some little interior fractures here, but it is pretty cool looking. Nice color. And I might look good polished. This piece looks a little bit better. The banding's a little more defined. Still got those orbs. Got some pretty cool looking inclusions here and here. I don't know. Face polish or tumble maybe. Okay, next up. All right, so this is the one that had the quartz with some possible banding around it. I cut parallel to that face. Let's see how we did. All right. That's pretty cool looking, actually. So that's the heel. Looks like the quartz is getting smaller and smaller on this side. You got some banding, some clear, some inclusions, some tubes around them. That's pretty neat looking. All right, face polish maybe. Okay, next up. This is that one from Payson area, Agate Mountain. Let's see how that came out. All right, It does have a little purple in there, a little amethyst in the crystals, the quartz crystals in the center. Pretty neat looking. Don't know if I'll do anything with it, but it's pretty cool looking. All right. Next up, got that nodule. Let's see how he came out. Oh, it's got a fracture, but other than that, it's got some cool bands. It's got some tubes coming in from the side. You can tell the tubes got cut in half here, but you got a little tube just under the surface there. That looks really cool. Nice specimen piece. All right. Next up. Wasn't sure if this would be anything. And it's different. Well, it's got some odd inclusions in it. A little bit of banded agate. Cool looking. I'll have to wait for that to dry and see if there's any fractures in it. This is the thicker side. All right, different. Not bad. All right, this is that one that I knew was going to be a geode. Let's see how he came out. All right, definitely a geode. A little dirt in that one, needs cleaned. Let's go one half at a time here. All right, it's got some neat inclusions on the bottom, pushing up into that agate, giving a little color, a little bit of banding here. Full pattern around it. That's nice. That looked nice polished. And then this one, again, I love that bottom. Definitely look good polished and cleaned out. Nice. I got a couple left here. All right, so let's see how this came out. All right, great banded pattern. Does have some, well, they're healed fractures, but they're fractures nonetheless. Definitely stable. Very cool pattern. The bands got those, are made up of those little white discs or orbs. That is really cool looking. Definitely going to be a candidate for face polishing here. Nice. All right, I think I picked a good angle on that one in between those faces and getting a full pattern. Very cool. All right, last one up. This is the one from the Verde River. This is collected over by the Sheep's Bridge or Sheep's Crossing area. Let's see how this one came out. All right, well, that is really cool looking. Complete pattern. You can see the calcite crystals along the top and bottom, pushing into the banded agate. Little geode. That is super cool. That is a nice seam agate. There's a big old chunk of seam agate. It broke out, weathered down the Verde River some ways. I'd love to find out where this came from, where it weathered out, and get some more. That is really cool looking. This one's going into my collection. Wow. Gonna have to face polish that one for sure. Alright. That is it for this video. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye.